Alright, hey, welcome back to Toy Haven. Our New Year's countdown, look back on 2025, all the cool stuff that I've been picking up. It's been a lot. We got the Fright Zone, was one of the big things, the Horde. So we'll be looking at whatever some of my favorite stuff is. Having some drinks. Got a guest here. Once again, another time we're hanging out. Gallery Lopez. Check out his stuff, you know.
This is where it jumps the shark.
When I'm on. But yeah, why don't you want to do some black tooth? Some black tooth grins. Start this off. We'll do this. All right. Notice the color. All the way black. Call it a black tooth.
Cheers, my friend. Ooh. Nice.
All right, got the Hogans going. All right, that was a part of the year, losing Hogan.
Okay. 2025.
Yeah, wasn't this year? Because
it does seem like that long.
We just met him. We just met him last year, it was 2024 was when we met him. Got the sign. Got Alf there, and we got Alf over here. All right. All right, Alf's already been going at it a little bit. Started earlier than us, so you can kind of tell. And spoiler, favorite pickup of the year was probably the Macho King wrestling buddy, just because that was just out of nowhere. It wasn't anything I was thinking of, collecting He-Man Joes, this and that, but that was something that, I never had wrestling buddies. You haven't had wrestling buddies, right?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't have any wrestling buddies. Like, I don't know why. I had everything of wrestling, but not wrestling buddies.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean they were, dollish, I guess. Kind of like, I don't know. We were a little bit older. I felt like I got into wrestling kind of late.
Same here. We're about the same age.
I missed. I got in at like 90, 91. So, kind of missed out on a lot of stuff. I felt like I just missed the boat, which is kind of along with everything. Joe's I got in a little bit late.
Were you able to buy the 2-pack of the Demolition when you were a kid? I didn't.
I had them.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't have them.
I had I think I bought both singles, and then I ended up buying again. I think so, or maybe I don't know. Maybe I did just buy Axe and then bought the Smash and Crush back. But yeah, that's something. I mean, that's something that's coming out next year, so I'll be ready for that. I just got a wrestling background. It's rolled up, but I do have something for that because in anticipation of getting the Demolition Superstars, that Superstar line. So we got that. That's going to be next year. But let's see, what should I start off with? The Fright Zone, He-Man. What He-Man stuff we got?
That's so great.
Hordak. This is the Hurricane or Buzzsaw Hurricane Hordak. But the Hurricane Hordak came out this year. We got the cartoon Hordak. That was one that came out this year. They did more of the cartoon stuff. Modulok came out, but that's not one of my favorites just because he kind of already broke with the leg. So that's kind of not going to make the list of it. But the Fright Zone, definitely cool.
Dragster just came out just in the time before the end of the year.
Yeah, Dragster is cool. That was fun. That's a fun. If you haven't seen that video, check that video out. For sure. But collecting He-Man, we definitely got some good vintage this year. I think I did good. Getting some nice clean stuff. But we got, I scored that big Battle Bone set that had a bunch of vintage. Picking up some Horde Troopers, and of course we got into the Grizzlor stuff because everyone's got to have some sort of collection niche thing that's like theirs. I don't know. It seems like everyone's got like a favorite. Grizzlor's my favorite, so getting a Dark Grizzlor was cool.
You picked up a few, didn't you?
I got I got my bin, Grizzlor bin. So check this out. Here's one of the ones this is like a Mexican. Because it's got the USA strap on this. So like, look at this furry one. Or get over or on this side. So check. I mean, but see, this is what everyone thinks I'm crazy. But you know, look at the fur on that one compared to. And that's what it was like. I remember as a kid, I had one that was, I think I said it probably in the Grizzlor videos, but I swear I had a thinner hair one, and then all of a sudden there was furrier ones, and of course as a kid you can't just like rebuy stuff. You know, you got one, that's it. Kind of stuck with it. So unfortunately I was kind of stuck with one that I thought wasn't as hairy as some of the other ones, because these ones were like just super bushy. But that's been a cool thing this year, getting that stuff. What else was any other He-Man? What did you like from He-Man this year?
Was Real Blast this year? Or was it last year? I swear it was this year.
Was it?
I think so.
The beginning of the year.
I think so. It was beginning. Now it's on clearance too. On Mattel's Creations.
Yeah.
So, but that was I think that was like my. He likes Grizzlords. That was my figure, Real Blast.
Okay. Yeah. We got the little. Here's one of. This is the reissue Skeletor that they did.
Was it the 2-pack?
Yeah, I like that Skeletor. I don't really like the He-Man. And was all the Strangers things? This is the He-Man.
That's Stranger Things He-Man.
Was it this year though? I think all of them came out.
I think so.
Yeah. So that would have been. So I like that figure if it came out. I know they just came out. I just saw the Hordak in stores. Did you see the
Stranger Things ones?
Yeah, the one that was kind of glowing. I think it kind of glows.
Oh, really? Okay. No, I didn't see that.
I'll probably wait on that coming out. Wait on it whenever it goes on clearance like that. That's how I got the He-Man. Everything's gonna get. It's just they stock so much in stores. That's just how it's. Then of course they're gonna have to get rid of it. So
right now, Stranger Things are like popular since it's the end. So
yeah, that just came out. Yeah, that just dropped.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But other He-Man, there's like
I can't
remember there's that much.
I think that was my favorite He-Man pickups. I don't know. Let's see what else we want to do. Should we start Turtles? The big news, obviously, it's been going around, but here is. So the remastered figures were my favorites from last year, and now all they did was clean up the skin and everything on that and make them, they fixed Donatello, Leo heads, they fixed Raphael's skin tone. So they're still my favorites. It's just, it kind of seems, they're already my favorites from last year, but these are great. And, the news is now Playmates is losing the rights of, did you hear, that's been going around, that they're now done with Turtles. So that really stinks.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
Who do you think will pick them up?
I don't know. Mattel has probably the most closest because they just did the big crossover with the Turtles and Grayskull. The only issue is that Hasbro bought out like Kenner and some of those things, so that and Toy Biz, so they could still kind of do these retro type stuff with those characters, but no one's taking out Playmates, no one's buying them, so they can't do. So we're kind of done with, kind of like a classic look. So Super 7 already had those issues with their figures looking too much like the vintage toys, and that. So that kind of stinks that there might not be a retro style kind of anymore.
I think this is good because I guess the Turtles a fresh coat of paint, because that's all we see is like with the Playmates version of it. It's like one after another of the retros.
Yeah, I do. Like
which is fine. I like them, but
I like the idea they just did it right at the end of figures that you couldn't really get. The harder, rarer figures, like put those in repackages and stuff like that. Like that's that was a cool thing. But of course, I haven't seen anything stocked in stores or any of that stuff. So
I was disappointed I didn't get the Super Shredder of the
yeah, but that one looks terrible though. It doesn't look as good. It's got no black. It's like gray.
It doesn't look good, but
it doesn't have anything.
It's cool. I just like the idea that Kevin Nash was Super Shredder.
Yeah, that was cool. What else was I got the Mutant module, which I didn't pull out, but was a great thing. But you had to swap. I swapped out parts with the vintage one, and that the turtle there. I still want to get that if that drops in price. But we got one more year. That's it. The last year. And you know what? There was also. I mean, we were coming up on 40 years. They had obviously the Turtle Ninja Turtle 40th anniversary already happened, but then there's going to be the cartoon anniversary. But the toy line anniversary is coming up in 2 years of Playmates, so it's like they couldn't even keep it just do a final kind of hurrah. Would have been nice, but that kind of stinks. That I don't know. Maybe Viacom, Paramount, or whatever was just like they just weren't doing enough for them or something. That could have been it. Who knows? It's been kind of stale, but I like the remastered. I wish we were going to get more of these. Obviously, I would like to get a nice looking Shredder because they dropped the ball in it, but they would have done a good job with Bebop and Rocksteady. And I like the sketch turtles from last year. Those are some of my favorite figures. So that stinks that those aren't. That's kind of it for that. They teased that stuff, but we still got. We'll see what other parties are going to do. We got NECA. My favorite Shredder was the Archie Comics Shredder. The Toon Shredder, they redid that one, so this one looks a lot better, but I still do like the Archie one with the colors and the blades and stuff really look good. But yeah, they did a great job. I would think that all these other parties, since they would still be doing the same thing, maybe the only difference is because Playmates, I know there was an issue they wouldn't allow these guys to be sold in the toy aisles with, they would have, that's why you have the collector sections for them, so maybe that might change. I don't know what that really does much for just seeing them in a different spot. But these were definitely my favorite. Turtle stuff was getting new Shredders. I like to see more Archie stuff, regular Archie turtles. So if NECA does this, I think the Archie stuff I think is those are solid figures than what they used to be. I mean the original Shredder, I mean you could actually stand him, and that just popped off his little thing. But that was always, his legs are not weak like before. They redid that, they fixed that. So NECA's been improving each time.
Yeah, I forgot there was
I burp, I'm like crazy.
There was they did the crossover. 'Cause I used to remember the Predator and Archie crossover more than this crossover.
Yeah.
That is a pretty nice figure.
Yeah, it's definitely more solid than what they used to be. I think we're good with that. Okay. My next favorite pickups, which when I did the video, I said these are going to be my favorites, are these giant, the Gamerverse Marvel Legends. I mean, look at how heavy this thing is. That thing is...
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like the Marvel Select ones.
That's great.
But this Punisher and Nick Fury, I'm really glad I got the Punisher and Nick Fury set. Especially now that Nick Fury, I put the little cigar in his mouth. So you got the cigar going on. And I like the Punisher. I like the Punisher colors.
Alright, refresh me. Did it come with the cigar? I don't remember.
No. So I had a custom here. I'll switch you.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's like a stand.
Yeah, Punisher looks great. I mean, that arcade, that's one of your favorite games too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I mean, that arcade game is sick.
It's such a fun game on the Genesis, and like
Yeah, the
I'm surprised
arcade.
they came out with it.
So yeah, they had the space for the cigar, but they couldn't put that in there. So luckily, I bought custom cigars for my Wolverine figure, and one of the sizes fits right in. So I just glued it on him, and now he looks awesome. That's one of my favorite figures now.
Yeah, we had a
Classic.
I love that game so much. I forgot you did a video of that.
Yeah. So the Wolverine figure. Oh, yeah, here's the Wolverine. All right, the big bulky Wolverine figure. You can't even actually the camera. Can you even see it? Right? I think it's cut off. You can't get it. Can't get everything.
Let me see it.
And I don't want to show too much of our, because this is like storage room, office room. It's kind of everything. This room is kind of everything. But here's the Wolverine. I think the Wolverine figure is pretty cool. They made him a little bit bulkier, different stock. His claws, of course, are giant, but like in the video, you can swap out and give him a little bit smaller claws and stuff. But yeah, all the game reversed. That stylized, they did a great job, I think, with any of those figures. I think if they did comic stylized, I think that would be the next thing for Marvel Legends to do. Different artists would be great. I mean, McFarlane's already doing those statues. If they could, and they did that Maximum Spider-Man. That's kind of like the McFarlane.
Yeah.
Of course, it's quite a bit of money, but if they did some sort of certain artists, Larson, like different, that would be insane if they did like a Sam Keith type. So, they did like artist specific, like if you do like the 90s artists kind of style on figures, I think that could keep stuff going. It would be cool. They just announced the Deadpool Wolverine stuff, so I do have. I mean, what is it? That movie came out like a year ago, and they only put out the Deadpool and the Wolverine, and then the crappy Wolverine. If you see the face, the two faces, that other Wolverine face just looks terrible. I don't know what the problem is with that thing.
Yeah, that's.
But the regular Wolverine, though, it looks pretty decent. They did a good job with the Wolverine Origins figure.
It's good.
So I could
I like
get
the face, but it's like it's a beat
yeah.
down.
This one looks terrible. The jacket sucks too. It's like gray, but this actually looks pretty cool. If you pop off this head and put it on this jacket.
Yeah,
this looks pretty slick. I like this hairstyle in this. This is kind of like the hairstyle from that Hugh Jackman did in the Wolverine, the second Wolverine. It's probably his best look. But this was... So they're coming out with... finally coming out with kind of a battle damage, I guess, yellow suit where he's got the sleeves cut off, his helmet, and they're doing a brown suit, which looks good. But they don't have another head. They don't have another Hugh Jackman head, so that kind of... That's a little disappointing, I think. So we'll see what that's something I'm looking forward to next year. Is that? All right. So what is another thing? I think one of the big things collecting. I have to move out all of this stuff. Another thing that was one of my big things doing this is G.I. Joe. Now I picked up at Closet Collectibles this G.I. Joe case. Right, I needed a little bit of room, and it's got this. I can break down the weapons, but it's already. You see this? It's already getting full. I'm gonna need another one of these tackle boxes. This is where I put all the army building ones. So I've been picking up, I got Saw Vipers, Range Vipers, Night Creepers, my favorite bats. So I've been doing good with that, picking up army building. Doing Joe's. Joe's have been a big pickup for this year. I finally got Destro's Dominator. We got, what is it, that one? I didn't even open up that one thing that I picked up at Kane. It was still, it wasn't the Pogo, but it was the space thing. Was that, yeah. And here is, yeah, because this, you got this one just filling up massively with O-ring Joes. I'm really getting more into that. I've gotten into, I know Frank always gives me crap because I got rid of my 25th ones and saying I'm getting rid of Joe's. I'm like, I only got rid of a couple O-rings. At one point I made a decision to kind of
stick with O-rings.
No, to stick with the 25th because I started buying, because I lost all my O-ring collection, all my childhood ones. So I was like, well, if I don't have those, 25th was $5 at all these stores. They were super cheap. We were buying tons of them all over. But then it's like that line kind of stopped, and it just doesn't have, I don't think it really had the nostalgia as much. It's just like I should have just stuck with the O-rings. So I've been really getting heavy into that. I've been picking up I got several Cobra Commanders that have been, what else? You know, my Cobra Commander stuff has been picking up these. What else did I get? Oh, but I don't know. Why don't we just get into one of the favorites? Is Super 7, right? The big O-ring. This is one of my favorite figures. Is the Snake Eyes. The Snake Eyes O-ring. There's another Cobra Commander. Make sure, is that going to mess up?
Yeah,
it's going to mess.
Yeah, I know. It's
might as well just have left it.
Yeah,
It's probably going to mess up.
Should have left it alone.
Just don't touch anything.
Don't touch them.
But this is, Super 7's been kind of like half and half. So, well, I don't know. I mean, I like what they're doing. I want to see kind of what they did with the reaction. I would like to see like the comic book Firefly, kind of some of those different ones. It feels like they're just having to redo what they already did, just now putting in O-rings, because they did great jobs doing it. Doing the cartoon stuff, but I just who cares about the 5-point articulation when it comes to Joe's? The whole point, we had Star Wars. The whole point of Joe's was to get more articulation. So why would I care to get less articulation on Joe's? I never understood that. I mean, they were nice as background characters, troops, but Super 7 did do some cool. They did this cool set. The Cobra Commander, Baroness, and Destro in disguise when they were on the subway, and they all had Cobra Commander was like an old lady. They were like, it was like one scene at the end of one of the cartoons, and they made a set. But it's like I want them to do that in O-ring, you know. They did Shipwreck and Snake Eyes in their Cobra outfits when they were in disguise, and Snake Eyes still has his visor and the freaking Cobra hat and stuff, which is so ridiculous. It was a great set, but I want to see that in O-ring. And they finally did, they just did the glow-in-the-dark Snake Eyes that works okay for glow-in-the-dark, but was an exclusive set they did with the reaction figures. So they're on the...
Was Serpentor part of the... I haven't seen it.
They did a Serpent. They did 2 Serpentors already. One that's the... I don't know, I might as well just leave that. It goes... was it like a DIC kind of version, but it's just a repaint of the old Serpentor. So they're already doing repaints, which kind of stinks, but I don't know. I like it. I still like some of them, you know, as long as someone's doing some sort of O-rings, you know, because Hasbro is only doing very little of them. Like here, you know, we got the Zartan that came with the Transformer stuff. They haven't announced what's going on with the last one was Sergeant Slaughter, the Triple T, and that came out already like a year ago, and they haven't announced if they're doing more. So I haven't heard anything.
I'm surprised they still see that on shelves. That one.
Yeah, but that one's cool. This one's good. He looks cool. That's a cool.
Trigon.
That's a good version. I don't want to try anything. No, but yeah, definitely picking up cheap Joes. I definitely did a good job picking up cheap Joes this year at Kane County, picking up stuff. You know, Slaughters, low lights, Fireflies, like whatever. If I could find them around $5 or whatever, I have a cesspool. Some eco. Yeah, I'm getting more into 90s. I didn't think I'll get into Eco Warriors, but I'll probably be grabbing some of those. Like whatever is cheap. If it's like the DIC style stuff. I'm gonna get that.
It's probably the last time I was into Joe's when they were getting to that phase. The Eco Warriors.
Yeah, that was the end.
Yeah.
Because that was the end and stuff. You know another drink?
Yeah, I think so. I'll take that.
You want one of these?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
We got the. I still got a couple of the yellow ones. That's why I got you another glass.
I know.
I have several glasses.
No. This works perfect.
Okay. Other stuff this year. There's something that was really cool. Was these Dino Saucer? I got these ones. The little bootleg Dino Saucers. That was something I saw at Kane one time, and I didn't get it, and I kind of regretted it. So luckily they were back again. And then someone else had a set of them too. I don't know. I wasn't sure on the price, if they were looking for the whole price was a set or they were individually how much. I don't know.
Those are
because the prices could go anywhere.
Those are so cool. I thought they were at what's that one cartoon, the Dino Cadillac series, or what am I?
Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Yes, I thought that was that at first.
Oh, that's way off.
I know it's way off, but
That's
what I thought it was at first.
Oh.
That can't be it. I'm like,
yeah. So I mean, they had the one line that was only available in Argentina, Brazil, one of those South American places, and these are just Mexican bootlegs, kind of those figures and stuff. But
those bootlegs can get pricey as well. You know.
I know the bootlegs have been really getting popular. There's been that. I mean, they had this one. This is from, what are these? I don't know, Argentina. I don't know. At that one toy store that I got the He-Man stuff, but there's been a lot of He-Man has been going on, and they've been selling those. Those have been showing up at the toy shows a lot. That someone, I don't know, they sold them out to all these different vendors and stuff. So that's why everyone's got all the foreign stuff. Was it Brazil? Is it? I don't know.
Anything of like Motu that's bootleg, those are always expensive and always popular, which I never knew until like recently. But yeah, I just thought those were those are so cool. Those Dino.
I know. I'm glad. I'm really glad I got these. They're so, because I saw them and then I, for some reason, I don't even know whatever else I was buying and stuff like that. But let's start going into, okay, well, got this stuff. Another thing, vintage, been really doing good. Oh, come here, check this out over here. So this was something I've been doing, is getting these, the Marvel. I've been getting into collecting the Marvel Series 1, 2, Marvel Series 1, 2, 3, and the Masterpiece, 1992 Marvel Masterpiece cards. Those are the sets I'm going for. I've always kind of picked them up and was always just keeping, my favorite cards, favorite like art ones, because you got like Art Adams, you got Jim Lee cards, and and I would just kind of just pick what I liked and then sell them off. But I'm like, I should really keep a set in case these start going up in price, like before I'm trying to collect stuff that's too much. But those are, I picked up several lots of them, and I'm about under 10. I think maybe I'm missing like 7, 8, 9, I think, of each series. So I'm pretty close on completing all those. How much I grabbed, I still haven't completed them, so that's kind of.
See, I just remember up to Series 2. I didn't know they went that far. Like, at least Series 3.
Oh, no, then there's Series 4.
Oh, Series 4, okay.
I have some of those. But those are just the ones I want the full sets. Yeah. I want those initial 90, 91, 92, that stuff, because I completed the X-Men series, the Jim Lee one. The only one I had as a kid that I completed was the Wolverine. I think that was 92, the Wolverine story. Cards. I like trade. I mean, I love picking up any sort of trading cards, but those ones I definitely want the sets. I want the full sets of, and I don't know if I'm gonna get holograms, but that's why I got the chair. It's way more comfortable.
No, I'm going back and forth. Sorry.
Way more comfortable.
I go back and forth. Sorry.
But picking up vintage stuff, like, collecting cards, picked up some cool VHS tapes. Because these are all, this whole thing is all, whether it's toy shows, stores, eBay, Dark Grizzle was on eBay, so I'm picking up card lots on eBay.
You should put some of your VHS that you picked.
Oh,
picked
yeah.
out.
I didn't grab it. Maybe I could go grab some, but I picked up, finally got the Godzilla, a nice Godzilla 85. A couple things. I'm still looking. That's gonna be a next year thing too, is getting more into, I'm always kind of looking for that, but the wrestling stuff, I really want to do more of those Coliseum stuff, like that. Those would,
Cause I like
they're hard to find though.
Yeah. Especially the big box ones.
Yeah.
Those are always hard to find, the wrestling ones.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of that stuff on eBay. So that, continually buying wrestling magazines. If I want to start getting, I picked up a couple of the programs recently, getting cheap WWF programs. Those ones.
See, I'm surprised
cool.
you don't see those that often out in the wild.
No, I don't see them at all.
No,
I don't know if I picked the program. I think the ones I've had are only the have been on eBay.
Oh, okay.
And they're not. They're not bad. You can probably get decent ones for like $20. I just saw one. It's the Warrior with the 2 belts, WrestleMania 6. The back cover is a nice one, a Macho King with a crown.
Okay.
So I'm like, that one's gonna probably be. Anything with Savage. I said in plenty of videos, whenever I see wrestling magazines, if Savage is on the cover and if it's cheap, or whatever.
All right. What year of Savage did you like? Was it when he?
Well, see, that's why this was as a kid, my favorite was Macho King.
Okay.
My favorite was that. But he was great as a heel when he first came out as just Macho Man. Like watching back now, especially watching the last years of, now that there was the WWF WWE app and now it's on Peacock. But anyway, watching old stuff, I really like the Tuesday Night Titans. Like seeing the 87, 86 era, I would say pre-WrestleMania 3 has now become my favorite kind of era. WrestleMania, early before WrestleMania to WrestleMania 1 and 2 and stuff. That
Did you stop being a fan when he went to WCW or no?
No, WCW is how I got.
Okay.
That got me back into watching wrestling. Me and my one buddy, we love watching. There were several of us in junior high that were kind of still into wrestling and stuff. And then I remember, because then in high school was when they all kind of jumped, and that was something we started watching it again. This is because all our favorite guys were back. Yeah. So it was kind of fun just seeing them. The funniest was, do you remember when Smash, Barry Darsow, came over to WCW, but he didn't really wrestle. He had a real short kind of career. I forgot what his name was, but he was this guy with a cut-off flannel in the crowd.
He was a truck driver.
Yeah, he looked like And I remember me and my buddy would watch it on our phone. We would call each other and then watch the show, talking to each other on the phone, and we're like, dude, that's Smash. It's what is he gonna do? And we kept waiting for it, and I don't think anything really happened. Nothing happened to him. He didn't do anything. He may have had a match, but I've never seen it.
He had a match with Dustin Rhodes. Remember, it was a truck drivers match where they're in the flatbed truck.
I don't know. I never seen that.
And they had a match, and that's when him and Dustin got fired.
Oh,
because they got color.
Oh, jeez. No, it was probably on was that on a pay-per-view?
Yeah, it was on a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
yes.
we're too poor for we had one buddy. There was one buddy in junior high got the pay-per-views, so that's how we got to see around that 93, 94 stuff, like WrestleMania 10. So everyone would go by his place to see that. But once high school, we all kind of went to different high schools and stuff like that. And then I didn't have anyone that got pay-per-view. I wasn't friends with anyone that was still kind of watching wrestling with pay-per-view.
See, we were friends in high school, but it's I didn't know you till end of sophomore year.
Yeah, but we were.
But we didn't know that we were watch wrestling.
No, because
you couldn't say that.
No, yeah, there would be closeted.
Yes.
Losers, because collecting comics or anything
was
you were a loser.
Yeah.
Now, you let chicks in and now everyone's into it.
Yeah.
Now it's all over the place. But yeah, anyway, yeah, collecting. Yeah, I'm always going to be looking for the wrestling mags. I got a little list on my phone. So I'll pick up anything from the start of it to probably 93, 94-ish. I think I have the issue where they covered SummerSlam at the United Center. So I figure that's probably the last issue I'm probably going to get.
Okay.
Because I know it went, obviously I'm like, so that I always tell him this, but yeah, I don't like when they change the WWF symbol to the attitude slashes, that's it. I'm done. But but even before that, I would say that was that. When did that change? 97. I was probably done in like 94. I'm not going to collect stuff after 94.
It was probably like 96, 97, like when they turned into the scratch logo. Because it was like still like the new gen logo for the longest time. Then it was like then the scratch logo came out, like probably like 96, 97. Yeah. Once Bret Hart left, that's when the scratch logo was like coming more.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm around. Yeah. So I'm probably done around 94. Like once everyone left. That's why I picked up. We're gonna watch some of the old Raw. I got the DVD of the first 2 seasons. That's kind of like the end, because Macho Man left. Macho Man was the reason why I watched wrestling for the main reason. So I followed him wherever he's gonna go. I'm gonna watch it. So that's let's see what else. Let's keep going down some of the other vintage things. Here's something else. Oh my goodness, I didn't even bring it. I didn't even pull it out. But I got into some more dino-riders. I was kind of off for that for a little while, but I'm filling up my bag full of all the figures. But obviously the dinosaurs are something completely more expensive on that. But I did get the dino. I got a box, so that's probably like a highlight. I'll have to show that. I'll overlay, throw that in. That I got the Monoclonius box. So having a dino-riders box is a huge, kind of cool thing. But ever since I found those cards at that flea market, I was like, man, I need to get. Let me look back at those things and see how much they are going for. So I picked up a couple more figures, the loose figures, and maybe if I could get a couple of cheap dinosaurs, I'll do it. But it's such a pricey thing.
Question: are these in scale with the mask figures, the dino-riders?
I think so. I think they're around the same. They're pretty close.
So they almost could be like in the same universe with like
mask. Or were the other ones the Starcom? Oh. Was that it? Was those the ones with the magnets? Right? They had like little magnet feet.
Oh,
is that them?
I think you might be right. Yeah.
Those were smaller. Those are a little bit smaller. So if I could get a couple more of those.
I know.
Just because I know that line it's just it's kind of out of a reasonable reach of getting that stuff because they're just so expensive.
I know you're into dino-riders. So was I as a kid.
Well, and what did Phil sold that T-Rex for? What, about $700? He had it.
Right.
Yeah. So who's gonna drop that? I'm not gonna get. Let's be reasonable. I'm not gonna be this crazy toy collector. You could get anything if you want to drop money for it, but it's like I would like to get stuff and get deals and kind of stuff. But that should have been something when I first got back into toy collecting. I should have immediately went right back into them. I did get some. I got a carded, which I opened at the time, but I could get carded figures, the 2-packs. I could get those. I got that for like maybe $15 at the time when I first got back into that. And the toys were a decent price. But I remember at a cane show they had a box of a bunch of pieces, and it was a lot of stuff, and it was like maybe $100, but at the time we're like, oh, that's a lot.
But at the time we scoffed at
we were
like $100. Oh my god! Like no, we can't.
Now it's like, geez, how much?
I mean, that Grayskull like box complete of Motu, like 10 years ago, we scoffed at the price $100. I'm like, who's gonna pay $100? I would pay $100 right now.
Yeah, of course. We just paid almost $100 just on these sets. They were like $80.
I almost paid double, like $100 on the Devastator.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll pull that out in a second, but this is going to be something I'm looking for. I don't know. It's annoying how much these things are kind of costing because they're so small, but I am putting up a little bag, getting a bag of the Battle Beast.
Oh,
Battle Beast stuff will be... I picked up some a long time ago. When I first got back into collecting, I was kind of picking in a couple of different things. I didn't really stick with them, and now they're getting so expensive.
They're getting so
with
expensive.
The weapons,
yes.
Even without the weapons, they don't even have the little rubs on them sometimes. So it's I don't know. That's why I'm like, I just don't want to spend the money on them, but I do. I had a bunch of those. So
were these across for the Transformers, or no? Am I mistaken?
No, they're not across, but they were by Takara. They were by.
Okay.
They did have the same out in Japan. Was
yes.
The same.
But,
came from the same spot. But I remember getting back when I was first going to like Kane. I think I could have bought the play sets for not even a bad price.
These were like nothing, and now it's like they're going so expensive.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye out on those to get some of that stuff.
But I don't I don't remember any. Like I remember them now. I don't remember like seeing them like out in the wild. You know, like when they first came out when I was a kid.
When you were a kid?
Yeah, I don't remember them that well.
I went to Child's World. They had the 8-packs of them because they used to just be in like 2 packs or
okay.
They were in smaller ones. They had the big pack of them, and that was the only store that Toys R Us didn't even sell those. At least where I was at.
Okay.
So I remember going to that store specifically for like Battle Beast. That was like my memory of that store was like they had the big Battle Beast ones, and they probably had more dino-riders. I thought that store was. I actually think that store. I liked it better in Toys R Us. I thought they had more of like action figures and stuff like that.
I like Child's World more than I did. Like we always went there more than Toys R Us because I liked it more.
Yeah.
But I think it was something else. Like if we were in a different state, it was like called something else. It was similar to Child's World, but it was.
Oh, there was a different one?
It was called something else.
Huh. Yeah, I figured they're all probably different. Or they like there's things are like, oh, this is our version. Like this is our store on this. But yeah, that was. I remember that. You know, then we went to what else? What were the other ones besides KB? Wasn't there? What else was besides KB was in the mall? But wasn't there something else too? I swear there was another store. But
there was KB. God, I can't remember. It's where GameStop's at now in the mall. I can't remember now. It's driving me crazy.
Because I thought there was another store.
There was.
Shoot. What was that?
KB was the go-to. KB was everywhere. Especially
everyone knows.
States.
Yeah,
everyone knows KB.
Yeah, everyone knows.
But we had something else like here, especially in Illinois. It was like we had Child's World. I think other states had something else, and like, but there was another store that we had. I can't remember. Now it's like, now I'm like breaking my brain. I gotta look it up. Like we don't have the technology to find us right now.
Yeah. I do like using my brain to try to remember something, and it's. I feel. I don't know. But let's see. Let me see. Since you mentioned Devastator, let's check this thing out. So your goal was to try to complete him.
My goal was
to find him in stores, but that didn't happen. By the end of the year, so
we're missing Scrapper.
Yeah, we're missing this leg. But this is cool. Look at that. That's awesome. It's definitely a solid figure.
There wasn't a reissue like maybe like a few years back.
Yeah.
And I think this one's more of solid state. Like I don't remember Transformers ever being this complicated to build.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where I have to look at the instructions to build Devastator. Jeez. But yeah, it's like I never had it as a kid. I always wanted it because they had
Look, all right.
Oh, there we go.
So he doesn't need that leg. He can kind of balance like this.
because it was like you could buy them individually as a kid, but you can buy the full pack to build them right there and then.
Oh, okay. Oh.
But I had to piece everything out, so like toy shows and like whatever I could find, because the 2-pack at Target was $90.
Yeah, these.
And I'm like, because I thought I was spending $25 a piece on each one, and that wasn't the case because some of them were $25, $90, then the others were $35. Like the legs were $35.
Yeah. Let me check in. Let me grab my kids at. I thought they were gonna be popping in. Let's see what the kids are doing, because I know I want to show
Devastator.
them this.
Half of the 3/4 of a Devastator.
Yeah. You need another one? Check it out. What do you think?
I think it's cool.
Look at that.
Missing the legs, so I'm almost there. And I think I accidentally threw the gun out. The big gun, the purple one.
Really?
I think I might have accidentally thrown it out.
Oh.
Cool.
See, you probably could build this faster than I could.
Yeah, he could probably do that. I don't know. What Transformers are you going to be looking for? We still need... What else do you got? Anything from this year?
Yep. Some stuff.
Oh, you're going to be grabbing some things. And also, I didn't even mention this whole time. Got the little dime bag hanging out. Get your pole. Right by the stereo. This was here. Also another vintage pickup this was the Elf that I had as a kid, the Burger King Elf. I only had the baseball one, but you know, all my videos, I'm always looking for Elves. As a kid, I took off this and cut off his hat because you know, Elf never had this in the show, so I wanted just a regular looking Elf. And that.
What about the Chef Elf?
No, I didn't. Well, I didn't have any of those, but I might be get. I don't know. I always, every time I see them, I always want to pick up an Elf. My kids hate Elf. They hate him. So I think that the main one I wanted was the Hawaiian type thing.
What's that?
Got two things.
Yeah, check that out. He just he just put that together. The Spider-Man together. That was like last night. He gets it and then
That's cool.
Built in 2 seconds.
I know. As soon as you get this stuff.
And like, the stickers were hard. Like always.
Did you use tweezers? You might have to start using tweezers. That's what people with.
I wish they
Fat
had.
fingers.
I use my fingers and a little bit of the brick separator to put it on.
Okay.
I wish they would have like printed on plates on all instead of like the stickers, because I actually like the Iron Spider-Man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Dude, the eyes are because the head kind of moves. The head can move.
These.
This moves. Okay. I just lost the guy. Fell off. But I like the eyes though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the eyes have this kind of reflector and stuff on it, which is cool.
How long does this usually take you to build?
I
Maybe
don't
a couple
know.
hours?
Huh?
Maybe a couple hours?
Yeah.
If that? What? Only that? I don't know. I swear you put that one.
You're probably faster than I am, because it takes me a couple hours to build something.
Yeah. Seems like he's not. Seems like he's not gone for too long when he goes in the Lego room, and he comes out with, and then it's already done.
That's good. Oh, that's driving me crazy. I'm trying to look for
What's that toy store?
what's the other toy store that we had in the mall? Was it Circus something?
No, we had Circuit City.
I know we had Circuit City. I'm like, wow. I know we had Child's World, but I want to say it was Circus World for some reason.
Oh, you think another?
Yeah.
Huh. There was something.
And now it's driving me crazy since you put that in my head.
I don't know. All right. Well, I think I kind of went over the highlights of this past year. It's really good getting all this.
And I got
Vintage.
some custom builds.
Oh, it's custom builds.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that guy.
Oh wow.
I call him Ronin Prime. My biggest mech.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't want to handle them, but they do fully articulated. Wait, does the thing come out? He has a mech.
Oh. That piece is a little fragile.
Oh yeah, he does have the dude in there.
It was called Circus World.
So there was.
There was a circus. I knew it.
Yeah,
So that was it. Was KB then Circus World.
And I'll bring some other ones.
Was that in Fort City? No, there was a KB in Fort. Where? Then where? What place was that in?
I remember KB was always in top in Orland.
KB was in Ridge.
Yeah.
But I remember them being.
Remember where GameStop's at Ridge? Right by
Yeah, there was.
by Sears.
It was one of those off.
Then
No, it wasn't the offset. No, wait, was the other toy store in? You know how they you would have the main aisle, then it was like by one of the exit doors.
Yeah.
Like because they had that the pet store.
Yeah.
You could go to a mall and buy pets
Yes.
at some point.
Yes, you could.
There, and that was in Orland. Had one of those too. They had.
Yeah.
Remember, it wasn't the main one. It was that other mall had the bubble, the window of fish. It was
Yeah,
like this bubble
yeah.
window, and
But they had it was. I swear it was like right next to
pets in a mall.
Sears in Chicago Ridge.
Yeah, all the way at the other end.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then,
one end.
Then
Okay.
there was Circus
Yeah.
World.
Okay.
I knew it was
So I got
something.
some other things. Like this trick former and this smaller trick former. I could stand them up.
See, are you just going off the cuff, or are you like using like whatever Legos you have left and using use because there's an app where whatever Legos you have left you can build something.
Oh. No, I went to YouTube.
Yeah, kind of. But this one, these two are hard because sometimes the YouTubers don't show you how you make them. So I just use of the screen time they have.
Gotcha. That's
And
good.
do it. And I'm going to try to transform both of them.
Do you need another one? Did you get another one?
Oh, yeah. I can,
Which one do you want?
Real America, if you have it. That looks good though. If you did it by just like, thank you.
Yeah, it's just most kind of some of them. I don't know how many I did without seeing how to do it. Because some of them, like YouTubers, kind of say like, oh, you could like buy to get like the thing.
You see this? So we transformed it into a helicopter. Lego Transformers.
Oh wow. Okay.
They don't really. That's not something that they really have. You know, like they'll have. You could just build the guy, but they don't really.
They just started doing
they
it
don't really
like maybe the
transform.
last year or two because they did Optimus Prime, where you could actually transform Optimus Prime
Yeah,
with
and,
Legos.
and there's Bumblebee and Shockwave.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And
Shockwave's
then we
like.
got this one.
Oh, that's really cool.
A gun. There's also two modes of it, like the sniper one and then a regular one.
Uh-huh.
And then this one I just built for some reason. It's like a mega missile which shoots other missiles out. Some things I built.
That's pretty cool.
And that's kind of it.
Can you hit the other fridge and grab them in? Grab one of those? Yeah, in there.
Okay.
Need to reload.
Yeah, Circus World. I can't believe it. I knew it. I knew it was something.
Yeah, it was all the way at the other. That's right. You did have to walk all the way at the other end.
It was that.
As exhausting as it was for
Just
Kit.
one?
Grab a couple.
Thanks, buddy. We should have bought the gem.
You should have got the
You
gem.
should have got gem.
Yeah, check out the last video was Toys R Us. The return to Toys R Us. The expensive Toys R Us. But yeah, I haven't even opened up those monsters yet. But that's
for the next video.
I don't know. It's more for. I think that's what I think. Really, that place should probably focus on more nostalgia, and if they could do anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, I don't know. Kids are gonna go in it and stuff, but you know, might as well get something that could. Yeah, collectors are gonna want to go in there. So I don't know, whatever they can make.
You should put the thing you bought at Toys R Us out here, the shirt.
Oh yeah. I didn't. I still gotta wash that thing, but I got in the video. We got, like I said in the video, the biggest disappointment I think was that they don't have Toys R Us bags. Like, how do you not have?
What was the bag they gave us?
It was
I wasn't paying attention.
It's Go calendars.
Oh, jeez.
It's whatever generic thing that's at, like in the mall. Like, you know, it's the same stuff at the.
See, I don't think this is going to have legs, the Toys R Us, because they have an outlet. They had one at an outlet store in Indiana, and right before it closed down, it was a Toys R Us, but it wasn't that great of a Toys R Us. But that's how I felt like when I went into this one.
I can't believe they closed down. They used to have Toys R Us Express, and I don't know why they closed those, but then kept the giant stores, with knowing that's going to be way more to keep a giant store.
Yeah, that's what it was in Indiana. It was a Toys R Us Express.
Yeah, well, they should have just kept those and then got rid of some of the big ones instead of getting rid of everything. But they closed those like years before that.
You know how Canada is closing a lot of their Toys R Us stores too? Cause
now they're closing.
Now they're closing too.
Yeah, they were around for a little bit.
Yeah, but I think they're very overpriced. Like they are back. What was it? Almost 10 years ago.
I don't remember them being that bad, though.
I remember they're always that bad. It's like if you couldn't find it at like your Walmart or Target, I
think because those Walmarts and Target didn't have much at the time, right. So it's like you still had to go there. But then once they started getting in more of their toys, more selections, they were cheaper.
Because we're seeing stuff from like 2-3 years ago, the figures on the shelves right now.
Yeah, that was
Target.
Yeah.
Besides the Super 7s you picked up.
There was a couple they even still had Marvel Select, and that was a store. There was a toy store in the Fox Valley Mall that still had that stuff. I was like an offshoot, like an independent toy store.
Yeah.
And they would have like old stuff. It's just like, why? I don't know. Yeah, you're not gonna get much from that, from selling that type of stuff. But what do you think? I don't know. What are you looking forward to? What's coming out next year that you're gonna be looking forward to? What are you? I don't know what or just what.
Well, finishing off Devastator. I'm hoping I get that finished before the end of the year. But Demolition, I know they're already out. The figures.
Oh yeah, well the
6-inch line.
You're gonna collect. I'm only going for 5.5, but
I'm going for either or. I'm hoping they do the retro, like style.
Oh yeah,
I'm hoping they do that.
They'll probably do all of them.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm hoping. But that's the only thing I'm really looking for. Like, I love He-Man as much as.
Yeah, I think that's kind of running. It seems like it's
running its course now.
Yeah.
Unless they do the movie line, which I don't think they're gonna do.
Well, they have to complete the original line, which has at least 3 movie guys. So they got to do that. No, 4 movie guys, right? There was Blade, Sauron, Gouldor. Wait, no, or is it 3? Is it 3 or 4?
I want to see those 3.
Okay.
Because
Sauron, yeah, there wasn't a okay.
Because Gouldor, what was the other guy?
Blade and then Sword, then that Sword, right? Isn't his name
that
Sauron?
Was it. I think something. But they haven't done those yet. I mean, no, they did Gouldor with that 2-pack of Masterverse. Yeah, he was in Masterverse. Yeah, Masterverse already started doing the movie guys. Yeah, and they did He-Man and Skeletor too. And they did Evil Lyn.
Yeah, and did you see the well? There's also I think the newest He-Man that came out with the Thundercats one. That kind of looks like like a movie one, like a Dolph Lundgren, like that one.
Oh.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
But other than that, there's like really not much coming out that I'm looking forward to. Like the rest, Demolition, of course.
We say that until they announce something.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like whatever they have announced so far, like I said, I'm like, the Demolition, the Deadpool Wolverines. There's not. We don't. I mean, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what Playmates is doing with Turtles. If there'll be anything.
Because the New York Toy Fair was like in October, right?
No, they had the Comic-Con. The fair. The normal toy fair is like February. That tells us what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So we'll. Yeah. So actually, that's gonna be coming up already. I would think. To see what's happening for this year.
If they come with a Hot Rod or the Transformers, I'll pick it up because I always go for that one. But other than that,
yeah, the movie stuff's cool. But too bad that the prices are so much.
Yeah.
But I think He-Man. I'm hoping to kind of wrap up, just so I get focused in on something else.
Because you already have most of the stuff.
Well, you know who they don't have? It's too bad. Like one of the most recognizable figures they never came out with. The Origins too bad. That came out with a cartoon.
But didn't they come with a 2-pack in Comic-Con like maybe a couple years back?
That was the cartoon.
It was a cartoon. Okay.
Yeah. So that's which I kind of regret not getting, but I don't know. Because I just wanted the regular one, but now since they never came out with any of them, I'm like, man, now I got nothing. So
I think it might be. It could be done, but because what else do they have to do?
I think they seem to be like really dragging their feet and not wanting to finish up the line. Multibot's supposed to be out soon. I think that's coming out right at the beginning of the year. So that's something. That might be one of the last Origins.
Because you're not subscribed to Club Grayskull, are you?
I do, just to see what it was like.
Okay.
But I've got nothing out of it.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. You're not
because they come out like a week later.
Well, yeah, they fixed the sold out kind of thing. Nothing's getting sold out anymore, so they fixed that because they're just either people don't care anymore as much or they have more product.
Yeah.
But there's really nothing. There's nothing you're getting out of it. But I just wanted to see how it was like, just to test it. But you know what I should do? Anyone who's subscribed to Club the Grayskull, check out when that expires so you don't get auto renewed for it.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessary. They send you an email of do a poll, like vote on something that's meaningless. So we've got really nothing out of it. It's not like there's clothes or there's something that's kind of different that you're really getting out of it. So that's something which if it's anything else like everything else, the subscription thing, I always forget to stop it. So the auto renew is a killer on everything.
Because what was the thing that Club Grayskull like I was like, okay, this is like their last. They're like pulling teeth with this one. Yeah. And there's like nothing that came out like, okay, I'm like, we can wait a week later to get that. Because wasn't Dragster was like part of the Club Grayskull for the first week? Yeah,
they usually have early stuff and then they and then everyone else gets it. But like I said, nothing's selling out.
Yeah.
So there's nothing.
Like even or was Eternia?
That would have been.
Was that
No, that was the
like almost like a Kickstarter back.
Yeah, that was the crowdfunding.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, crowdfunding.
So
that's what it's called. But yeah, it's like there's
they haven't really done much with She-Ra. It was supposed to be our anniversary. Nothing really happened. I don't know. You got a couple little things, which I really don't. I don't want to get. I don't know. I don't want to focus in on it. I think it was like good idea at first. Like, I want to get into the cartoon stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to. I'm only buying the Horde. I buy the Horde.
Did we get a bow out of that?
Yeah, he's around somewhere. Somewhere he's around.
Okay. I'm like, because that was like my favorite one out of the
That's the thing, man. If stuff's not showing up in stores, it's just kind of like tired of ordering things, especially once they started the whole tariff thing. They started marking up everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd rather just stick with if I can't find it in the stores, forget it. So I think that kind of stopped a lot of the stuff.
I think that's how it was with the Devastator. It's like most of it, besides one, I found it at our toy show that we do.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like I see the one of them at Target, but it's like not the one I need. So
yeah, I like to just stick with. I think next year just
stick with
still with Joe's.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go with Joe's. But obviously, like, I mean, I didn't know the Gamerverse stuff was gonna come out. I don't want to be collecting Marvel Legends, but then once they put out a Wolverine, I have to at least buy a Wolverine. But I'm not gonna get. I don't want to ever get too crazy, and I think I already bought like too much that I want to do on that. Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, it's always like, let's just stick with whatever vintage you could kind of find, and kind of if you come across something cool, but who knows? You know, it always changes. But yeah, Battle Beast is something I want to kind of look forward to. Always going to stick with. Looking at Joe's. What else? Picked up those Ghostbuster magazines. Those were cool.
Yeah,
that was a cool find. Yeah, if I could get magazines.
I think I kind of bullied you into one of them.
Yeah, well, that's. I mean, it's definitely. See, that's why it's good. I say that's why I call you out on a lot of videos, because if you're not at a show. You'd be like, look, you weren't here to tell me to get this. I'm gonna put this away, and there's been times where I wanted to just put something back just to piss you off and just be like,
oh, you done that? You done
there's
it?
There's plenty of things I've seen that were good deals, and I don't know, and I put it away, I push it aside, and then
I get mad at his videos as much as anyone else does, because I'm like, you should have picked that up.
The one I got really mad at was when I went to MightyCon. I was doing MightyCon, and then I was going to the Kane flea market, and so I didn't want to drop all my money.
Oh yeah, I got mad too. Yeah.
And then the flea market was a complete bust. There was nothing there, and I was like, there was several things. I was like, well, if I want to get that I should just spent my money and just went home.
But you can't predict it.
Yeah, but
it's
you don't know.
But still, because you always think like a flea market's always like a.
And then next flea market, I got this guy at.
Yeah,
there was a new seller, and he had a bunch of other stuff that was cool too. And then I was hoping to get at the December one, but then it got snowed out.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't. Yeah. I was expecting to like, well, if he's back, because he had some good vinyls and kind of cool different things.
Look how clean that is. I'm like, how with that price you got it for?
Yeah,
Macho King.
Yeah,
that's great. Because we see them all the time, but it's like they
want $100. Yeah,
they
want
$100. A lot of,
especially for Savage. Savage was the start of like the increase of like collectibles. Like when he died, because I started getting into stuff and going to flea markets and being like, oh, that's cool. I picked up a couple WWF magazines with him on the cover, and that. I remember seeing the LGS, seeing cheap stuff, but I was like, oh, I just kind of kept in my head like, oh, this will be something I'm going to start picking up. Like, oh, I went to the flea markets. You kind of see what's out there. I'm like, oh, this will be something. Yeah. This will be what I'm going to keep my eye on for. And then all of a sudden he died, and then people were like, oh, raise that price up, and it's like, shh. And now they're like, you know what? A lot of those guys are dead. Let's start raising the. I was just like, oh, they're gonna go soon, and then like everything, and then it seemed like collectibles all kind of just started going up.
Yeah.
Up from there around that. So that kind of stunk. That there's not as much fun. There's less fun in finding stuff and being like, that's good, because it's like I said, if you have money, you can buy anything. Like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't. It's not like, oh, look at my collection. It's like, yeah, if you dropped an easy $1,000 on something, who cares? But it's fun when you actually get a deal on something.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to flip it, just trying to keep it.
Yes.
You know, like I'm not like that. Like that's the only thing I do is like if I can get a lot of something, keep what I want, and then kind of pawn off the rest. At least make some of the money back. You know, is something. That's what I did with the He-Man. I'm like, well, I'll drop 100 on it, but if I could sell the rest of these guys for 10 apiece, then I could try to make some of it back and keep who I want.
Yeah.
So at least we break even is the kind of goal. At least, you know, something. Dead air.
This was, I don't know. It's like collecting is like fun, but not as much fun as it is like the past couple of years. Seems everything's going overpriced, and I don't know. Especially this year with like everything going up, it's not as much fun collecting.
Yeah, it stinks when they start putting out something nice, and you're like, dang it. Try not to. Our goal is always to not collect.
Yeah.
It would be nice. It would be nice. Well, I would like to be done with anything new, and not have, and then just kind of pick up any old stuff. I would like to find old VHS, but yeah, the collecting stuff is gone. Gone up. How many videos I've done, and I see like tapes. I'm just like, man, they're like. Everyone's on it now. Everyone's on it. Trying to make the money.
Now tapes are like VHS tapes are going up. It's like because I like to find the old Transformers or GI Joe, like the big box VHS tapes.
No,
I have one or two of each, and I'm like,
I saw a couple of those and I showed those in a couple of videos, and they're not cheap.
I remember 10 years ago we could buy them for $1 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like you can't.
Yeah, unless I go to Savers. Savers is the only place that will have them where they'll be $1. Even half price. I'm still waiting for the prices to go down on some of that stuff. If it does.
Well, Savers is getting worse as Goodwill. They're getting overpriced.
Yeah, they're starting to notice. They're starting to notice a couple of things. That's why I'm surprised when something kind of goes under the radar on that.
See, that's why I switched to shoes. That's the easier thing to collect.
Yeah, because it'll always be expensive.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about.
I know the price, and I'm gonna.
You know it's going to be expensive, so you already know you're not going to be like
I'm not surprised by it.
But highlight of the year, geez, one of the highlights, man. Check this, like meeting the turtle voice actors, getting the turtle guys to sign this poster, which they really liked too, because this is the first VHS cover of it. So blew that up, got it signed. So meeting those guys, they were great, super cool. Jeez, man, especially Rob Paulson, Michelangelo. I mean, those guys were awesome. There's something too. I don't know. I'm finding autographs and stuff. Look at this one. This was just for the metal fans out there. Amon Amarth autographed promo poster. Got this at Savers.
Oh, that's right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I found a Crowbar signed cassette too at where was it? No, that was at half price. I can't get that out there. But yeah, finding random stuff like that. So any metal stuff, I'm always looking for that, obviously too. But yeah, good year. I think it was a pretty good year for finding. I really found some really cool stuff this year. Man, a lot of cool vintage things. So this has been good stuff. But I don't know. Should we start watching? We'd probably start watching some wrestling stuff.
Yeah, I think
really,
so.
really start getting heavy into this before we start mumbling and not making any sense. All right. Well, I don't know. Happy New Year. Anything else? Oh, jeez. Oh, see, this is why I probably shouldn't be doing this stuff. The main thing, I didn't even say this in the beginning of the video, was that we're counting down to the 2,000 subscribers. We're getting very close, about like 150, kind of hit it off. So hopefully be hitting that soon. And was thinking of doing some poster giveaway maybe. I'll do a video, show stuff. I got 11x17 posters, assortments of toy ads and kind of different things, scanned from like comic books and different stuff. So I'll probably be able to do a video on that, and I guess I'll show off what I have and then just claim it in the comments, and then I guess we'll have to use Instagram DM. I guess that'll be the only way to get addresses or something. If you want something, then I guess hit me up on Instagram. But everyone should be checking out Instagram too, because I have a lot of different finds and different things that I come across, and post pictures on that too. And that check out shorts, YouTube shorts, because they're not going to be full videos. If I go out on my lunch break, I'm just going to do a little quick thing or something like that. So that's always something. So aside from these other videos, there's other stuff to do. But yeah, that's hitting up on 2K coming up.
Good thing.
It was really hitting hard, and then it kind of slowed down because it's the end of the year and there wasn't anything. I missed my flea market, canceled that, so that wasn't a video to do. So it kind of slowed down a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Guess that's it.
He's at 2K. I'm at 70. I'm reaching for that milestone of 100 soon.
Yeah, well, just come
in
to
another 5 years.
Just come to the. Well, as long as you just sell the art, come to the toy cons. We'll be. I think we're gonna work on selling at Kane. Doing something
next year.
Doing a Kane show. We're gonna try to work at Kane. Do some videos with that, behind the scenes, whatever. That's gonna be a new something to do next year, right? And we'll do that coming up, and just trying to not work as much so I could go check out other places, other flea markets or whatever. Do more hunting, different shows,
warmer climates.
Yeah,
new shows.
Yeah, I definitely got to try to hit up PowerCon. We'll have to work that out too.
I'm glad they went back to being a He-Man themed PowerCon again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, Happy New Year. If you haven't subscribed, try to build that up. Look for then that 2K video whenever that happens. Hopefully, I ain't waiting too long for that.
Yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the
comment. You know we're gonna talk. Whatever, and this and that. So 2026. Let's go.
Didn't record.
What?
Didn't record.
I wasn't. Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.